I've been with Brown and Joseph for about 2 years now, and my background, I have a accounting degree, and I also had the successful achievement of passing the CPA exam. In the past, I have over 25 years in the financial services industry, and a big bulk of my premium audit experience came when I worked with Travelers Insurance. I worked with Travelers over 13 years, started out as a premium auditor, and then worked into a management position at their Naperville Premium Audit Processing Center, and took on a number of roles there. Since that time, I've also went into various consulting roles with independent companies, a premium audit vendor. I even spent some time with a governmental, I guess you say, pension fund as an auditor with them also. In amongst all this experience, I've seen premium auditing from square one, where you're doing the premium audit, to the more of the managerial role, and seeing how the operations work and how all the auditing process impacts the rest of the company into the collection process. CPAudits is a premium audit service. We're a division of Brown and Joseph. This was developed about a couple of years ago, basically to distinguish ourselves from all other collection agencies, as one of the premier agencies that can service the needs of the insurance carriers, our clients, basically. And we're a small division, but a growing division. It used to be just me, and then it has then grown to an in-house auditor, to a client service specialist, and we also now have 6 contract auditors, either in Chicago or throughout the United States. They're working to complete audits for us. Well, premium auditing is a service that's created with the adjustable premiums that are evident with workers' comp and with general liability policies. Those are just a couple of the type of policies that P&C insurance carriers write and underwrite. And unlike the life insurance policies and or auto policies that someone may take out, their premiums are based on value, how much your car is worth, how much the home is worth, or property. Workers' comp general liability policies are based on the amount of payroll that's produced during the policy term, or how much sales a company may incur during the year. And with that, the insured will, the insurance company will underwrite a policy and ask for an estimated premium, basically up front. But at the end of the policy term, they also write into the contract that an audit has to be done. And that's where the premium audit process comes in. An auditor is required then to look at the financial documents of what happened during that policy term, and then create a audit report which shows how much should be charged. And then at that point, the insurance carrier will compare what was originally paid with what the audit produced, and the difference is worked out either in an additional premium or a return premium, to the insured. CPAudits works in the virtual world. We're taking use of technology and the software that we have, which is through Nexus Insurance Solutions, to create premium audits. A lot of the premium audit vendors that are out there right now are still hanging on to the way of the world that used to be, where they actually send auditors physically to go to a location to look at the books at the location of an insured, talk to someone at the location. But most of that can be done today through the computer, through the internet, through other sources. Of course, picking up the phone is one of the key aspects of doing a virtual audit. See, a lot of what we have found is that the virtual audit can actually reduce a lot of expenses in the sense that driving to a location by a physical auditor is car and time. And a lot of auditors that we work with, that are working for us now, like CPAudits simply because it reduces windshield time. Windshield time is the time that an auditor spends behind the windshield and does not actually have time to do audits. This virtual world allows them to do quite a bit more with the same amount of time and effort. There are some pluses and minuses on both sides, but overall, it's a way for us to actually come back with a lower cost product. But also, the product that we send out, though, has been noted as being just as good, if not even better, than some of the physical audits that are being done. EARP, letters EARP stand for Estimated Audit Recovery Program. This is a program that Brown & Joseph has initiated. It actually answers a problem that, or actually helps insurance carriers, to be honest, to gather more premium that is just basically being left on the table. Insureds sometimes do not want to do audits. At the end of the policy term, as I explained earlier, they don't do an audit or don't complete an audit, and as a result, the insurance policy allows the insurance carrier to estimate their premium, which creates an additional amount of premium to be collected. They a lot of times will set that aside because of the fact they don't have the effort to complete collections, and that's where Brown & Joseph comes in. We have a service, the EARP program allows the collection side to go after the estimated audit, estimated premiums. If the insured wants to comply with an audit at that time, CPAudits is right there to help out to complete the audit. And that is a benefit in a lot of ways for Brown & Joseph customers, in the sense that it provides a big savings to them. The insurance carriers benefit in a couple ways. One of the major ways is the time. Time that it takes for an audit to be completed. See, in the estimated audit world, when the audit has been set aside because it was estimated, the insurance carrier, if they had someone who wanted to comply and with an audit much later, once the collection process started, they're forced at that point to either A, take and send that audit request to one of their staff, or to a private independent vendor, premium audit vendor. In either case, the auditors already that they have on staff or this premium audit company, their schedules are made up 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks in advance. So they already have to wait, over up to a month to get sometimes this audit scheduled, because they're relying on the physical audit world. And then once it is scheduled, that could be delayed due to cancellations and audit changes, and there's a whole number of reasons. And then by the time the audit gets back, there's been a long delay and the collection process has cooled off in a lot of ways. This with the ERP process, we have the collectors, if the insured wants to comply, they will collect all the financial documents, and then those documents are forwarded to CPAudits, and then the auditor will then utilize those documents. They may have to ask for a few extras documents, or they may have to have additional questions answered, but generally the average time to complete those audits and get it back to the collector the completed audit to the collector and the carrier for rating is greatly reduced. And the other benefit, of course, is the cost, because every time a carrier has to send out a request for an audit, there's a charge for the audit. Well, with the ERP program, all those charges are incorporated into the collection fees. So if by chance the audit doesn't get done, there's no charge to our customer. We're growing, and we're a big benefit to Brown & Joseph in the sense that it provides and distinguishes us as a major carrier who has multiple receivable benefits, to our clients.